What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards again. Y'all know I've made a couple of different videos about Anthony Edwards, and it's always about woman issues, right? Well, apparently this is another one of them, because a female that I believe her name is maybe Allie, her Instagram is I am Allie D. She has come forward to tell the world that he has another child. And according to her, she had absolutely no choice but to go public. I don't believe that whatsoever. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. And I think she decided to go public because she's tired of being hidden. And again, if you really care about your child, you want what's best for your child, you're gonna do everything in your power to protect your child, not put them all over the internet and claim this is the daddy, this is the daddy. That's not something you should do if you are a private citizen. The things that you do is because you want to do them. Because I'm pretty sure there are other women in your position that have not said anything. They haven't said anything. Because unfortunately, when you are in situations where you link up with somebody that is not in a relationship with you and you have unprotected sex with that person, a child can be born. A child can be born. In this case, a child was born seemingly a couple of years ago. And now she's bringing this up after Anthony Edwards had a successful season with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They went deep in the playoffs. They look like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference. They're next up, and he is leading that with the team, right? And it seems like because he's having this success, you know, he's in a relationship right now with another woman who he is claiming publicly, and I think that bothers these other women who've come forward. I'm not saying that that is the situation here, but I find it interesting how you have this woman come out of nowhere, right? Claiming to the world that he has a hidden child, and she saying that she had absolutely no choice, right? But anyway, let's get into this particular story. Now, this according to Sportskeeda. Team USA star Anthony Edwards faces claims of having hidden child with another woman. Minnesota Timberwolves standout Anthony Edwards has found himself on the receiving end of criticism from a woman on social media claiming to be his baby mama. While Edwards himself has remained quiet on the situation, a social media user by the name of Allie D has called out Edwards in a series of posts on her Instagram story. In one screenshot, she could be seen addressing the person she's texting as Aunt, which is Anthony Edwards. In another post, and shares video footage of Anthony Edwards wearing earrings to further back up her claim that she's texting with the Team USA star in the previous screenshots. In one exchange, she shows herself messaging with someone whose contact simply shows A. At the bottom of the text exchange, she wrote, "This was in November of last year when it says I been knew he had a little girl before their son literally a month before, but see how I always kept it P. Literally said congrats on the one on the way. So that's 3 kids now." So she has a cordial relationship with Aunt. So I asked this question again, why are you bringing this to the forefront? If you have such a cordial relationship with him, which as of last year, what changed? Did he stop texting you? Did he stop communicating with you? Are you tired of being the other woman? Because that's what a lot of this is. Let's be real. A lot of these women are tired of being the side woman. They get tired of seeing him out and about with his girlfriend. She's at the sidelines of basketball games. She's with him out and about. They get tired of seeing that. They want to be in that position. And that's what a lot of this comes from. As you can see, this is text exchange here. Now, again, she made the choice of putting this out here. And this is as of November of last year, because it says November, so I'm assuming it's November of last year. So if everything was good then, why do we get to this point now? But let's go further, because maybe there's more here. As she wrote in another post, she says, I've been none but great mom and cool MF. I let y'all talk about what y'all want to say for months. I'm such a peaceful MFer. I even prayed for the other children, cause end of the MF day, them my son's siblings, and I don't do the ghetto, but y'all want to see ghetto cool. But you're typing very ghetto. And I know you probably ain't even from the ghetto. Let's be clear. See, this is the post here. As y'all can see here. So the series of posts shared online by the woman claiming to be Anthony Edwards' baby mama also notably included a paternity test. While she covered up the results, she rhetorically asked her followers to guess who the father was. In another post, she pointed out that Edwards got her and another woman pregnant several months apart, claiming that their son is 8 months old. And explaining the timeline of children Edwards had allegedly fathered. So our son is 8 months. Kids were born the same time, just a few months apart. One little girl in September, and then their son in October. So apparently she had the child in October last year. So he's probably been dealing with her for a couple of years, but their child is less than a year old. As you can see from this post here. In another post on the Instagram story, the woman claiming to be Anthony Edwards' baby mama wrote about how she has been harassed because of the situation. While some have apparently alleged that she hasn't spoken about Edwards because of an NDA, she made it clear that isn't the case. Says, I've been harassed and talked about so MF poorly over a person who I legit don't even speak about nor care to mind, y'all. I ain't under no NDA, none. I just choose to raise my child and go about my damn life. I don't know why y'all let a weak lawyer spin narratives into this. It's sad. At this point, and let me unblock, I guess, her baby dad, so she can tag that MF too. I just want to understand. I'm assuming your name is Allie, right? Allie, you said you're being harassed. Who are you being harassed? Who's harassing you? If you are playing your role, if you're playing your position, why would people harass you? Who is like? I need names to be named. Who's harassing you? Is it a family member of his? She says a lawyer is a weak lawyer is spinning narratives. Okay, is the lawyer harassing you? Is one of his women harassing you? Because she's not. It's very vague about who's harassing her. This is the summertime. You know, she ain't got nothing going on. That's what this looks like to me. Because you're claiming that all this stuff is going on, but you're not really saying who's doing it. So it's kind of vague. You know, it's kind of vague as to why exactly is this coming out now about Anthony Edwards. Why is this coming out now? But let's see if there's more here. In another screenshot, she showed the person who she claims is Anthony Edwards saying he can go play with them other kids about their son. In response, she can be seen telling the person in question to go spend time with those kids' moms instead of her. In addition, she also wrote the caption over the pic, laughing out loud, cause for real, play with all them kids you got. Listen, I'm looking over this, and I've been looking over this for the last couple of days, right? She's saying, this looks to me like a disgruntled baby mama. This looks to me like nothing more than a disgruntled baby mama who's mad because he doesn't want to spend time with her. She claims it's all about her son, but it's really her. She wants him to spend time with her. when you're dealing with young women in their early to mid 20s, they're always going to make it seem like they're doing everything for the children. And maybe she is. But just looking at these screenshots, it's more about her than it is about that child. You know what I'm saying? Just look at this post. Look at this. Look how she's laughing. It's a game to her. She's not taking this very seriously. It's all a game. It's all about being seen. She's tired of being hidden away. She wants everybody to know that she's Anthony Edwards' baby mama. And meanwhile, he still ignores her online. While Anthony Edwards has yet to address the claims, the Timberwolves star is currently preparing to play for Team USA in the Olympics. Given that and the fact that lawyers are apparently involved, it will be interesting to see if Edwards breaks his silence. The reason why lawyers got involved, I believe she's the one probably harassing him. I mean, look at this. She's not taking any of this seriously. But I'm supposed to believe you're the one being harassed. I think what happened was Anthony Edwards got some advice. He said, hey, how do I deal with these baby mamas? They probably told him, get you some lawyers, man. Because she thought she had the upper hand. She probably was holding this over his head. And he didn't play into it. He no-sold it. And I think that got her upset. And that's why she's going public. The majority of these women create their own problems. You had unprotected relations with this guy. You got to have some accountability. Y'all weren't in a relationship. You weren't in a relationship with this guy at all. And you should have known that there's a possibility that this don't work out. There's a possibility that there is no relationship. You're messing around with somebody who I believe at the time was still dating somebody else. But also, you do have to hold Anthony Edwards accountable because this guy has no discipline. This guy sees a big butt Instagram chick and he loses logical thought. And that's the problem with these young athletes. They seeing these BBL'd heifers and all of a sudden they ready to dive in unprotected. And then you get into situations like this. Anthony Edwards, I believe, takes the most blame here. I'm not here to say that Allie should take all the blame if that's her name. But I do think that Anthony Edwards does deserve the majority of this because he could have shut this down by having either not dealing with her at all or having protected relations with her. There's no excuse. This guy, by the time he's in his mid to late 20s, may have double-digit children. He's on that trajectory right now. These young athletes got to understand it's okay to wear protection. It's okay. It's okay to wear protection. You don't have to raw dog these heifers. You really don't, because you know you have a lot to lose. But I don't think a lot of these young athletes really grasp that they have a lot to lose. They don't really grasp that they are building an empire and they can lose it all due to child support, due to dealing with the wrong people. They think it's all fun and games, but it really isn't. You have to protect yourself. You're not going to be in the NBA forever. You have to protect your financial legacy, your reputation. It's okay to wear protection, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards. It's okay to not wear. It's okay to wear a jacket so you don't slip and fall into muddied waters. Due to the rain. Listen, man, you got to be careful out here, man. You got to be careful. And I just hope that he understands that before it's too late and he has all these children that he can barely take care of due to the fact of his not being very disciplined in how he, deals with himself. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out all the videos and I'll see y'all next one.